Alrighty, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Power Hour stream. Hello, hope you guys all had an amazing lunch session. Bryce and I went on a walk with Peter. It was super fun in our neighborhood. Looks like Spy's just doing a bear flag. That's why I like to take breaks during the lunch period. I'm very happy that I did. Look at all of this chop shop right here. It's just a bear flag or a reversal. So it's pretty interesting to see. Tesla, we talked about that 776 gap fill, low a day, 776.24 after the bear flag drop and when it wasn't able to hold its previous high of the day as support. You see that? Held a little bit of support, broke down. So yeah, really cool stuff. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Do you guys like it when the stream is sectioned off like this? Or would you prefer I just leave it on? Or, maybe a longer morning stream and then just a YouTube video for later that day. But yes, good to see you, Kobe Power. Good to see you, Alan. Hope you're all doing well. So, in terms of the market, now looking at the SPY, it's either a bear flag or a reversal. So, it's pretty interesting. Is this going to be a reversal? We did talk about how there's potentially a dip buy. Is this the dip buy? It's tough to say. The bulls are decently weak. We got that L-shaped formation, you know? How is it going, everybody? It seems to be all pretty good. There's Nightbot. But yeah, just looking at the overall market, yeah. I don't know. I feel like if it does pop, it's meant to be shorted. Otherwise, if it drops, it could get bought up. It's kind of that iffy spot, that's for sure. How's crypto world doing? Is crypto doing okay? What the heck is happening? Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon. Oh, good to see you, that guy. PLTR, no. What about PLTR? Yeah, still just hanging out. 23 was support for a little bit. Went as high as 23.30. That's what, like a 1.4% bounce. PLTR, though, looks like it's in trouble. Double top up there at 30. Very, very interesting. I'd say PLTR probably comes down a little bit. 20. It's tough to say, though. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit extended to the downside, but not really on the weekly. SPY still doing some shenanigans. There goes the 35 end of year predictions. Yeah, well, it didn't hold support. It potentially could be. I don't know. Probably not though. Yeah, and we identified that from the options chain. Here you can literally tell. 35. Jeez. I mean, I guess that's not too unrealistic actually. There's still a lot of time before the end of the year, but 35. They say there's only a 11% chance that PLTR goes to 35 by end of year. 11%. Which means there's more than likely there's an 89% chance that we do not touch 35 by the end of the year. And that's just identified from the bear flags and the drops. And there's SPY still getting sold into. Very interesting. Very nice. Tesla back down to 780 after rejecting from 787. Good push, bull flag pop. I wonder what some of these, I think they're called standard deviation channels. Ad studies. Oh, it's a little bit cracked right there. Yeah, a lot of stuff just kind of at... There's the VIX kind of holding up. I don't know about the standard deviation channel. Some of these indicators are whack. I think the chart itself tells a lot more than these indicators. Wow, Hut paid once again. Should we check out Hut for you, Kobe Power? Hut? Oh yeah, Hut doing very well. Probably with Bitcoin going up. Yeah, nice good move. Man, I said the dip buy was 727. That's where my alert was. We went as low as 7.60. So it's 40 cents off from the low. Nice good move on Hut. Gap window at 9.80. Just something to think about. Both your calls just sold. Interesting. Nice. You might have gotten pretty close to the highs. It's tough to say, though. It depends on what the market is up to. So what's the good old SPY up to? Yeah, still just consolidating. How boring. I bet there's a big push-pull. There's got a lot of bullish positions being built and a lot of short positions being built. You didn't want to risk it. That's the thing. See, Kobe, do you know about trail stops, right? You could just put like a trail stop on that option contract right at like just underneath that support level. That way, in case it breaks out, you can still be in the calls and let it give you more money. How's Google looking today? Google doing just fine. It might be worth a nibble. I'm waiting for one more lower price before I start nibbling. So I have not actually bought any Google yet. Again, I've bought a lot of my position actually probably in, well, I've been averaging up, but I did buy a decent amount at 2,700. So I'm going to wait a little bit lower at 2,460. Otherwise, short term, you know, like 2,500. There's the SPY, though. Watch out. AMC beneath 37, down 4.21%. But, yeah, Roger Dodgers dividends, I would set some alerts a little bit lower. That's just me. I'm not here to tell you what to buy because the market could. Nobody knows what the market's going to do for sure. The market could just reverse and flip on up. But I think there's a lot of people hoping on that, and I don't know if they're going to get the bounce. Especially the longer SPY hangs out near the lows. Is Disney worth averaging up? It depends on your time horizon, that guy. It depends on your time horizon. It could be. Like, I'd say the longer your time horizon, the more I say yes. Because I think Disney's still going to be around for quite a while. They need to get some of their business model better, though. Yeah, no, Disney, really range-bound. Disney hasn't done anything, that guy. It hasn't done anything in 2021. Besides a false 203 breakout. Robbie, good to see you. How's Neo doing? Robbie, I start being careful. I mean, I've been saying I wish I could change the chart, but on Neo, remember we talked about how the chart is bearish. And this bold green line represents that. And of course, I'm not here to rub salt in the wounds. I'm sure you're having a pretty rough day. if you're selling neo put credit spreads, because it's just unfortunate. Nobody wanted to buy it. And if nobody else is going to buy it, the stock cannot go higher. Oh, no way. Facebook was hacked. Was that confirmed, the normal? 1.5 billion 1.5 billion Facebook users being sold on black market. Oh boy, that's going to be awful. Well, if Facebook just got hacked, that's going to be, what does that bode for other things? That's really not good news. Facebook might get absolutely thwacked. That's tricky. It's tough because it's also near the lows. You might be selling the bottom. I think none of this price action today matters until the close. 6 is 6 in a bullish pattern even with this drop. On what time frame, that guy? Because remember, each time frame is completely different. First of all, 6 did exactly what Bryce and I talked about. Like the price action to the T. So we broke out on 6 over this downtrend line. We had a good rally. We had the channel. We broke the channel down. We back tested this channel. We even drew this out. We drew this whole scenario out. Now it's a double top though. So it's not a bearish pattern. It's not a bullish pattern. It's just right in the middle of the range. 6 is still fine as long as it's above 43.30. If the market throws a hissy fit, that would be bad. Definitely looking for a little lower. Your time horizon is 30 years, so it doesn't matter too much. Hey, that's awesome. You've got a little good time horizon. Well, yeah, if your time horizon's nice and high, who cares if you got a stock at like a slight discount versus a bigger discount, if that makes sense, right? They stole the domain. ARK getting clapped. Yeah, ARK was a bear flag drop. ARK, drop, bear flag, drop. Yeah, it's because probably Roku's having a bad day. Square's having a bad day. Tesla's doing just fine, but it's giving it up. Yeah, Roku clapped on the day, down 5.5%. Square, 220. We talked about 22292 was the low. Could get clapped even more. Time will tell. Yeah, Square failed this little pennant pattern. Broke down, kickback rally into resistance, now dropping. Yeah, SPY looks like it wants to flush some lows so far. 422, 418. But could go as low as 415. SPY, a very interesting one. That's for sure. Broke Friday's lows, apparently. 426.30. By just a bit. It still could just jab higher, though. It's really choppy. Good to see you, Theo. Is it nighttime for you? But yeah, what can I do for you guys? It's a chill power hour stream. It looks like maybe I should have kept the stream running because everybody is just like, yeah. Oh. But that's okay. It'll be interesting to see. I should just put up like a SPY daily chart. Embrace the daily chart. Disney has been doing meh this whole year. You think they're worth more, but they're pumping tons of money into streaming, so I think next year will be much better for Diz. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Every time there's a Marvel movie being released, it gets a little pre-movie run-up. So that's usually an easy trade. And then when they announce the good news of the box office sales, that's usually the last pump to sell into. Time will tell. Yeah, there's the market. Lower low, not a lot of follow through to the downside. Hmm, 99.86. Still could, Beyond could still dump later in the week. That's the thing. Plant-based breakfast sausage. Boeing all the way from 228 down to 222. Back up to the midpoint. Resistance 224.75. Keep going always. Yeah, well, did you trail up your stop? That's what I was saying, right? Kobe, you found a good trade. You want to hold that winner for as long as you can, especially once you've broken the high of the day. Got higher lows, and that's why I was saying place your stop maybe at 941. If it hits your stop, oh well, yeah, you maybe didn't sell right at 950, but still. 980 is that next resistance anyway. So risk to reward wasn't so much in your favor. Is the tech rally over? What's your time frame, that guy? Make a time frame, because tech rally, what do you mean? Are we talking about the next 5 minutes, the next week, the next month, the next year? There's rallies within drops. Could value, oil, and gold start to move? Sure, they could. Should we check out gold /GC? Gold futures on the daily time frame. Gold. A little bit of a double bottom down there. Triple bottom. Higher low pivot. But we still have a high, a lower high. Gold just seems like a boring market. On the weekly time frame, looks like it's just consolidating. So gold doesn't seem to have any action. If we check oil /CL, there's our bull break from the wedge pattern. Nice, good move. Nice, good move. Yeah, oil's been moving for quite a while, actually. Today just made new daily highs on oil. Gosh, this was resistance. Oh, this is just textbook. And this is why we go by candle closes. So this is a daily chart. Rally, bull flag, pop into resistance, back test the former breakout area, holds the support, now moving higher. Our Instagram server's working. Seems like it's down for the past hour. They're still down, yeah, the Instagram servers. Facebook could get clapped, so just be careful if you're in Facebook, or if you have puts. It could also rally as well. The market's still consolidating. It was just like, all right, let's do the morning drop, and then everybody go back to work. Let's not do anything. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp are all down. WhatsApp needs to be down. WhatsApp needs to be banned. That's just where scammers live. Scammers live on WhatsApp. At least most of them. Sorry, WhatsApp. Scalped another trade on SPY. Nice, Matthew S. Got a profit. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, SPY... The good scalps were earlier in the day. Now still just chart vibrating. All over the place, really. Yeah, looking just at hourly time frames. Okay. Sunny asks, hey, Weenie, does NVIDIA look bearish on the daily to you? Yeah, so Sunny, I'm going to quick reference my video that I made last night first, because I talk all about NVIDIA. So you can go over to you can just click to 1134 where I talk about the semiconductors. Here, I'll link that for you. And then, let's check it out right now. So NVDA, talked about that support level. Will the buyers hold up? No, they did not. So NVIDIA broke down, still on its way to 190. At least short term. NVIDIA, and that's just a guess. NVIDIA could stop on a dime right here and turn around. It could turn around for a little bit. It can turn around for a lot. The thing is, NVIDIA, when it failed to rally after good news and a triple top, that usually signifies a potential short-term top. So short-term to medium-term bearish, yes, but really it's kind of oversold already. So I wouldn't want to short it. I wouldn't want to buy it just yet. Unless, like, it depends. Your time horizon for what? A day trade, swing trade, or investment? If it's for a swing trade, you got to wait. If it's for a day trade, you probably got to wait. For an investment in the next 3 years, probably wait. 3 years plus, you can probably buy now. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Welcome to Weenie Trades dark mode. Just trying to get some natural sunlight over here. Natural sunlight. Was looking for the V recovery, but luckily didn't buy the top of the range. That's good. Yeah. It's tough to say. SPY's all over the place. Like, longs are happy with lower entries down here, but shorts are happy as long as they are short above 431, if that makes sense. The real battle is between Weenie's arms and his shirt. Who will win? Do you guys know I've ripped a few shirts from trading before? Gosh, I would get so pissed. Just occasionally. I like one day I was just like, all right, today's the day. I planned this trade for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, this is the entry. I enter, and as soon as I entered, it just, boom, just tanked against me. I just ripped off my shirt. I was like, ah! And Bryce was like, what happened? I was like, stopped out. You want to see a rage quit one day? Nah. There's been days. Data nab the last put. Plus 640 on SPY puts. That's awesome, Honda Moose. That's awesome. You got a really good drop, that's for sure. It's nice to be able to just make money both ways, but now we might see that rally up to 432 resistance now. So the market is mean reverting. It just took all day to decide that it wanted to mean revert. I do, but I don't. I prefer a fake rage quit. Yeah, we can orchestrate something. Rage quitting's funnier when you've built up like a massive bankroll, because then you're not actually mad. It's just funny mad. See, but look, SPY gets the bulls all excited, runs right into resistance, drops. So it's like, who's actually really winning on the SPY? Anybody that entered new positions is going crazy down here. Somehow I just have to keep it. Someone take away my buy button. Whenever I have a really good green day, withdraw half those profits, throw it in the bank account. It's like pay yourself first, as they say in Richest Man in Babylon. I perform the best in day trading doing that as well. Like, okay, $300 green day, put $150 in your bank account. $500 green day, put $250 in your bank account. $1,000 green day, put in $500. Who? SLI, thoughts for swing? Swing long or swing short? SLI, I would swing short. Look for the gap fill at 702. Mostly because this stock was $1 a couple months ago. Although it's too risky to short. It does have put options. Implied volatility is Very fair. Very fair. Yeah. You could swing trade short. You could have the 10 strike put. Pays, it costs $260 for that one option contract. And if you watch it drop for 50 cents, the delta on this is minus 0.80. You'd make about $30, $40. That's a good 10% return offered to the downside on that put contract, and it's deep in the money, so you wouldn't expect it to bust through 10 anyways. And it gives you the right to sell 100 shares at 10. But not the obligation. You're just moving it to another account you're building? Yeah, that's what I like to do too. Spread. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread out your accounts. It's tough for them all to get taken down then. And then you have multiple places to generate cash flow. Must be pure frustration from my shirt jokes. Yeah. Be the Hulk for Halloween and then rip it. I need to lift a little bit more if I'm going to be the Hulk. It'll have to be a big bulking season, which I don't know. I've done like one bulking season and I did not enjoy being abnormally large. It was like tough to breathe, walk, do regular things. But I was strong. Lights out, indeed. It's a chill evening. Or afternoon, I should say. What do you guys want to see in today's video? We're getting together the vlogs. Bull hormones versus horse meds. Okay. Okay. So here's SPY still consolidating in this bear flag range. Is it the higher low and a pop? Or is this the bear flag into the continuation? What I'm seeing on SPY is we probably pop to 430 and then sell. That's just based off the way it looks right now. I could totally be wrong and change my mind. It's still in the consolidation zone. And that consolidation zone, call it 428.50. And that's on the SPY. You know, there's a lot of sectors. The Q's down more, but position on the chart a little bit different. Financials are actually decently weak. Financials in the lower end of their bear flag on the day. However, relatively to the other charts, they're still hanging out near all-time highs. The banks don't give a crap. Banks don't care. I'm looking through, and Shopify back-tested the former breakout area almost perfectly. Could that be it? Yeah, I think in this market, less positions is better. And I'm thankful for that. I don't know. I didn't know anybody who keeps their eggs in a basket. I know, right? Yeah, nobody keeps their eggs in a basket. Are you, is the stream behind? So I was saying that like 5-10 minutes ago. Netflix got it. 594 was, yeah, 59360. 594 was the low for Netflix. Great bounce off the low. Middle finger formation. Decent drop, decent recovery, 1.38%. Mean reverting market. And Facebook. Facebook's still getting clapped. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, Facebook down 5.4% on the daily time frame. 316. Next area of support. But I don't know. Economy tanks. Bank DGAF, too big to fail. Economic boogaloo. DGAF. Is that a ticker or what? No. Does that stand for something? Cuckles, welcome. I like your Dogecoin picture. It's cute. Cuckles asks, AMD thoughts. So I don't think about AMD too much, but AMD today, having a down day of -2%, had an initial morning flush, a good rebound off of that 100 support. My number, 99.82, low of the day, 99.82, gets a bounce all the way up to 101.20. Now we're just making lower highs and lower lows into the flat bottom. This is a bearish descending triangle formation, and these usually lead to the downside short term. So if you find AMC under the breakdown point, so that's a key ingredient. What's the breakdown point? Is it a breakdown type of market? Is that $100 a share? If AMD is coming underneath $100 a share, we could see a flush down to the 95 and even as low as 90 on AMD over the next week or two or three. I do think that long term that price would be a potential dip buy, as it's a technical former breakout area, but as well as just a good area of value. So waiting for a little bit lower on AMD. It's still rejecting from resistance right up here. You can even short it right here, right now, and put your stop above 100.34 or a looser stop above 100.53. That's what we're talking about with the SPY. If this SPY is selling off, that'll tank AMD pretty heavily. If the SPY is pushing higher, AMD could break bullish, and that would be breaking bullish over this downtrend. So AMD, like it long term, short term, probably a little bit bearish until we get above a lot of resistance, which would take quite a while. Oh, DGAF is don't. Okay, thank you, Romy. Now I know. Good to see you, Jeremiah. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp are all down. In the US, eggs are washed, so the protective coating is gone, and you have to refrigerate them. In other countries or with your own chickens, you don't have to refrigerate them. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp are all done. That's sketchy. But Facebook, people are saying, yeah, well, it's Facebook's not exactly ripping. It's not exactly tanking. There you go. It's buy the bad news right there. Look at that. Look at that rip right there. And that's a tricky one to catch. That's for sure. And look at how it breaks resistance and snaps back in. Breaks resistance, snaps back in. What's to say it doesn't snap back in right now? Snaps back in, but could be getting gobbled. Just got gobbled, 325.50. Not WhatsApp too. I need to send that Nigerian prince some money to secure some funds. Gosh. Oh, yeah. A quick reminder, if there's somebody impersonating Weenie Trades, call the police on them. Report them. We need to remove scammers like that. I have zero tolerance for impersonation and scamming people. Scamming people, number one, but impersonating as well. So watch out. Hit report. Break them down. Moises asks, how is the chess tournament? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So Friday was me and Bryce's first chess tournament. And for this tournament, it was a group tournament. So we named the group Weenie Trades. So we represented Weenie Trades at the chess tournament. And but basically, loop and loop, this message is held for review. For more crypto questions. But anyways, we signed up. We got there as Weenie Trades. It's like me, Bryce, my younger brother, and then my dad. And there's your SPY rally right over there. There's your SPY rally. Short-term rally coming on in. But we are representing as Weenie Trades. And we get the pairings. And by the way, since this is Bryce and I's first chess tournament, we're unrated. You know, probably on a good day, we're probably like worth like 800 rating points. We literally just learned how the pieces move in August. And so we were paired, and we were paired up with the highest rated team. It was like a team full of like 80-year-old grandmasters. And they're one was a grandmaster, the other ones were nearly grandmasters. And that was like the entire team. So the dude that I was facing, John, he played very well. It was fun. He was he's like an old turtle man. He like barely moved. I like tried to talk to him, and he just was just like, like he was just like, let's get this game going. I was like, okay. We started the game. Took a very long opening. He took like 10 minutes per move. Each of these games are an hour and a half per player. So you have 3 hours to make your move. By the way, check out the SPY rally. The first movement of the day. Jeez. Took long enough. They needed bulls need some patience sometimes. But anyways, it was a really good opening and middle game. I had a really good position. And he looked so confused because, like, I bet he played like a really advanced opening, but I think I was just like underneath the skill level that he might have been anticipating to defend it the normal way, which he was hoping I was going to defend it against, but I actually just did my own thing and pressured his queen and other stuff and rooks like that, chess pieces. He like took his time. Boy, look at this SPY rally. Nice, good move. And you guys remember I was saying SPY, probably going to rally first, then sell off. So now let's see how big this rally gets. But anyways, it was an intense game. And I lost. I lost in the end. I lost. I could not defeat him. I think I screwed up somewhere in the middle. And in the middle, he got one knight ahead, and he like sneakily retreated his bishop after capturing. And once like somebody's up one piece and they're better than you, the chances to win are pretty tough. Yeah, I think his strategy worked if he lost. Exactly. Exactly. It worked in the end. But he was definitely stumped at many points. Boomer. Okay, boomer. Go collect your social security check and complain about your kids still living at home in their 40s. Oh. Check out F, Meet Steve asks. Sure thing, Meet Steve. Let's check out Ford, F. And look at that, rally, faded, Half of the rally just faded on the SPY in 2 minutes. Ford, oh, so sad. Ford gave up all of its gains for the day. Couldn't even hold the midpoint of the range. It did for a lot of the day. But Ford, great day today. Higher high, not a lot of follow through. Bears love this daily candle right here. Bulls want Ford just holding above 14. So Ford sitting right now at 14.32. As long as Ford is holding above 14, bulls are in control. If the market poops the bed, Ford is also going to poop the bed. Or at least very likely to. But yeah, nice good move. SPY broke out of the consolidation range, back testing it currently, seeing how it reacts at the former breakout area. Won't be a social security check if the debt ceiling can't be raised. That's true. I wonder how the future is going to unfold, you guys. I wonder how it's going to unfold. Yeah. Did you not sleep super well, Honda Moose? So SPY did hold the former breakout area as support. There it is, right there. Is it going to continue? It's all over the place. Yeah, get some sleep if you ever can. You don't have to trade the market. Just understand that. I love my Ford truck, but F stock has been range bound all year. It's true. Lots of stocks actually have been. And SPY did successfully hold the former breakout area, 428.50. Went as high as 429.22. Now looks like it wants to go for more. Does anybody know how to whistle? Does anybody want to teach me how to whistle? And there's SPY. Back tested the former breakout area, held, now dumping. See, right back lower. I know y'all are watching my sundial. Oh, Honda Moose says was up way too late. Video games should have a clock by law. What games were you playing? Good to see you, Connell. Anyone shorting Facebook? Be careful shorting potentially at the lows, but yeah. No, I'm not shorting it. I'm just watching it. It goes through pumps. It goes through dumps. That's technically a whistle. Yeah, so there's a pretty decent SPY drop. You stayed up too late. Oh no, loop and loop. Okay, you know what? Your guys' homework today is to go to bed 1 hour earlier than you normally do. So if you go to bed at 2 a.m., go to bed at 1 a.m. If you go to bed at 1 a.m., go to bed at midnight. If you go to bed at midnight, go to bed at 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Not 11 a.m. That would be an all-nighter. China is banning gaming hours. It can kill productivity of a society if a game is too addicting. Yeah, look at the SPY all over the place. Jag. The clean moves were the morning, though. But that rejection on SPY is not bullish. You wouldn't want the bulls to retrace that deep. It's tough to say, though. If I go to bed any earlier, the sun will still be out. Nothing wrong with that. Get a sleeping mask. You guys sleep with sleeping masks, right? If you don't sleep with a sleeping mask, your life is about to be changed, okay? Here, so let's make sure that we sleep with sleeping masks, all right? In my culture, gaming is the devil and leads to losers. Heard on Twitter could be a hack. User info meant to have appeared on dark web. Oh no. Facebook employees can't access their key cards. Oh boy. So what is going on? That's not good. That's not good at all. Self-regulation is not working for social media. Facebook's oversight board is as blind as the public. Facebook put their immense profits before people, Reuters says. A security breach on Facebook? As far as we can hear, I'm not seeing... Okay, here we go. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm going to change that to the title over here. Okay. Outage. There we go. Can't log into Facebook or any of them. That's scary. I hope they're not selling your information. Facebook's going to lose a lot of users after a day like today. It might. Let's see here. I can log into Facebook. Should I allow you guys to add me on Facebook? There's my Facebook. My Facebook. Actually, is it showing up or no? I don't know. I should just delete account. It does not look well. It doesn't look like it's up. I hope Facebook dies a painful death. Oh no. I hate that company. Facebook, they're still buying up the news. They're still they think 325. Somebody says it's an investment. If too many people think short Facebook, Facebook's going to rally. It's tough to say. Facebook is a joke. They won't tell us unless they're forced to. It'll be a pure nightmare. Security is wrapped up. That's difficult to say. Facebook, what you up to? Maybe it is worth a short. 316? It's got probably another 10 points of downside. Maybe a put vertical or an iron condor weighted towards the downside, maybe? Maybe a put vertical. That's capital efficient, right? Buy the sell the 315, buy the 320. Ugh. Horrible risk to reward. Maybe a bear call credit spread. Bear call credit spread is a lot more peaceful. We can sell the 320, buy the 322.50. That's a much more, oh, that's a great credit to collateral right there on Facebook. See, look, always just got to check the implied volatility and what's the best way to make money off of this. Aw, Facebook, come on, give me the fill. They won't give me the fill. Give me the fill. Okay, 1.5, 154. That's a great deal. Break even on Facebook is 324.50 or 321.50. So there's the SPY breakdown right there. Into the end of the day, there's the Facebook breakdown. So the 225 strike put expiring November 19th just for fun on Facebook. Oh, be careful, Yogesh. Oh, wait, 225? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. The Facebook prior structure is 280s. So that would be a pretty bearish scenario too on Facebook. But yeah, welcome, Yogesh. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Facebook, bear call credit spread was the way to go. I think that's a great deal. Yeah, sell, buy. You're looking for 300? I'm looking for 315 conservatively. But yeah, 303 is that next area of support. And there's the SPY. Breaks higher, snaps back in. That could trap some buyers that thought a rally was coming. And again, we try to update as much as we can in the general chat. So if you check this out, SPY is either a bear flag continuation or a bear flag higher low. Resistance is still 431 area, and that represents this. We broke out of the bear flag range, and now we're back inside the bear flag. That's bad news for bulls. Just something to think about. Yeah, better buy some gold, water, food, and hunker down. I agree, Loop and Loop. Something seems sketchy. You got pizza ready for the wife and I? Are you married, Loop and Loop? I didn't know you were married. Or is the wife just a phrase? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just mean sometimes people say wife to say wife. Are you actually married though, Loop and Loop? Bring on the crash, baby. Oh gosh. You don't have to wish for a crash, just wish for a free market. That's all I wish for, is a free market. No tampering, just, hey, you want to buy this? It's for sale. No? How about lower? Lower? Canada's not doing so well either. You've been saying that for months. Time to hunker down. You're stocked with about 7 years of food. No way, Jeremiah. You're set. My belly can offer me like 2 months of food. Yeah, with everyone expecting a crash, I am skeptical. That's true, Yogesh. If everybody expects a crash, it's likely not going to happen. It's a tough thing to say. That's for sure. It's a tough decision to make. And there's Facebook coming on down. So the bear call credit spread just got in time. Skeptical that there would be a crash. Yeah. A correction would be more optimal. A correction's perfect because a correction, it satisfies the crash people and it gives the people that want a better deal a better deal. A crash is a little bit too violent. Some bears get paid a little bit too much and some bulls get wiped out completely. But here we go. Into the close. Doom! Evil. And beyond, missed a reload spot for the short at 101.31. Still cooking in this short from 104. Or I should say my fill at 103.50. Yeah. But there's the SPY. Chopping around, flopping around. But again, that's not a good look for the bulls into the last hour of the day. Just be careful. Just be a wee bit careful. Looks Boeing still rejecting off of resistance 225. High was 224.93. Really, Boeing respected technicals pretty well today if we look at the daily time frame. I need to trade Boeing more. Actually, Boeing's one of my more profitable tickers. Boeing probably coming down to 218. 218 based off this chart formation. Yeah, I bet Facebook will wait till markets close to announce it's really going on. Exactly. And then it's going to have a binary event. I'd say the risk to reward is still to be short Facebook. But it could definitely rally. And that's why I go with the conservative bear call credit spread. Bear call credit spread. Because the put premiums are way too high is the problem. Mark Zuckerberg. I'll probably be speaking. Kellick says, you've been so busy at work. Is today's crypto rally being attributed to anything in particular? Great question, Kellick. Well, let's check it out. Let's check out the cryptocurrency space. I would say it's more technically induced or a hedge to the bull crap and shenanigans that's going on in the markets. Oh, wow. Bitcoin broke that high. Bitcoin broke that high. We talked about there's a buy price if you're aggressive over 48K. So far, it's gone all the way up to almost 50K. Bitcoin still moving higher? No, just a technical hold of support. I was looking for a little bit lower. I couldn't get it. Maybe I was a little bit too greedy. Nice good move on Bitcoin. Again, probably 80K. Maybe probably something like 78K, just in front of that 80K. If you hear too many people say 80K, they try to rip it in front of you. But yeah, bullish Bitcoin. Yeah, the crash will happen when we least expect it, but a lot of people talking about a crash with my doctor. I have charts. He like you looking at the market for crash. Yes, that's right, Kobe. I'm glad you guys are getting the hang of that too, because a lot of herd mentality is the worst thing in the market. When everybody's kind of aware and knows about something, that's when things get weird. Yeah, first day in a long time, Bitcoin uncorrelated to stocks, which is interesting. Yeah, it generally has some correlation to the overall market, but now Bitcoin is diverging, going on its own little path. That's always nice. I actually like when there's not as much correlation. When the markets drop and get very volatile, correlation tends to sync up. So everything's going to get clapped and start selling off if the S&Ps are violently dropping. If the S&P is not violently dropping and the VIX is nice and low, then correlations can separate and they can diverge. But yeah, it's nice to have another market that's not completely dependent on stocks. Facebook has been down for 5 hours now. That's really weird. That's really bad, yeah, for Facebook. Down 5.5%. Did Facebook? Oh, that's NVIDIA. NVIDIA made a new low of the day. Rest in peace, NVIDIA. Wow. Neo still dropping. Square. Affirm. AMC. Beyond still getting rejected from supply. Apple hanging out at the lows. Uber got murked. Goog's got murked. Microsoft got wrecked. Netflix got wrecked. And Netflix made new all-time highs today, for those of you guys that didn't know. New all-time highs on the day. Clapped. Medtronic clapped. I don't know why that's on my watch list. Same with Dutch Bros. Those need to get kicked off. Here, I'm going to delete them now. I think I need to resave the setup. Tempted to buy, but you're not going to buy anything overnight. That's okay. I'm glad you got a plan. Man, it took me a while to be in... Sunny Yang says, it took me a while to be in denial about the market, but I think we're in a good place if you're a bull. It depends on your time horizon. It all depends on the time horizon. Jordan, welcome. Jordan Mendiola, did I pronounce that right? Asks, are you bullish on MRK with the COVID pills? Great question. Let's check out MRK. I always derive my decisions based off the chart. So if we look at MRK, Merck on the daily time frame, right now we've had a big move. So now that everybody's talking about it, the majority of the move is over. The thieves in the night are the ones that made money off of this. I don't think it's, I think you'd need to wait for a dip buy on MRK instead of buying it up here. Because right now we're extended into resistance. So whenever you come up from the lows into resistance, your odds favor a pullback. So short term, no, I'm not bullish on Merck. But if Merck were to come into this prior pivot over here, 79.15, that could be a little dip trade. And then if it starts to bounce off that level, I might be bullish then. Yeah. Kobe Power, on your paper account, you're up 30K on Bitcoin when you bought it last week. Oh, wow. That's always awesome. Hey, congrats on that paper trade. 20K worth of puts on Tesla. The minute the ground beneath me shakes violently. The balance between SPY and Bitcoin was similar until it got to about the middle of the BB. Then SPY rolled over and Bitcoin broke out. Interesting. Sunny says, when you said NVIDIA 190 earlier, I was thinking, man, that seems pretty oversold. Yep, then NVIDIA just makes a new low. And now going into the close, it doesn't feel too bullish for the coming days. Nope. Not yet. SPY's still hanging out at the lows as well. Like just in the consolidation zone. Shenanigans. They're thieves. They're thieves. They're filthy little thieves. Where is it? My precious. Curse them. We hate them. It's ours. Smeagol. Jordan asks, what do I think about JP Morgan calls for November 19th? Let's check out JPM. So JP Morgan just made new all-time highs today. Yeah, new all-time highs today for JP Morgan, so carrying out the banks. What makes all-time highs tends to continue to make all-time highs. We did make a new all-time high and snap back in. Generally, that means we got a little bit more downside. They don't like being above that all-time high zone. If we look at the option chain to November 19th, you say? Let's check it out. Implied volatility says that we're expecting about a $15 move for a month and a half, a little over a month and a half. I would not agree with that. We've only moved. I think the implied volatility might be a little bit too high. It does include earnings. So earnings are on October 13th. So if you want to hold through earnings, you got to expect that the worst case scenario can happen and the entire premium is going to get clapped. So if you don't expect JP Morgan to be 180 or higher, like 185 or higher, the calls are not worth it. So I don't know if I see JP Morgan at 185 or higher. And that's only when you start getting paid, remember. Yeah, I would say no. You might want to do call debit spread. You know, buying something at the money, the 170 strike call, and then selling the 185 strike call. Yeah, that would make it $100 cheaper. Then the risk reward might be worth it. That way you profit up to the expected move and a little bit past. And that is $337 can turn into 1.5K. So a $1,200 profit off that debit spread. But you need it to slightly appreciate in price with the call debit spread. Poor Smeagol. Thomas asks, back again. Welcome back. Any thoughts on MBIO? Let's check it out. MBIO. looks bearish. How do I know that right away? Lower highs and lower lows. Looks like this is already charted out. So MBIO, this is the weekly time frame. So each candlestick represents a week of time. We made a parabolic high up there at 1020, and that was coming from $2.62. What's sad about that is it just did its life's appreciation as a stock in 1 week, and it's likely done. And the way I know it's bearish, or at least say it's bearish, is our graph starts from the top left and ends in the bottom right. Very simple, right? Depreciating in value over time. And so you can expect, if you're going to invest in it, that your money will depreciate. Past performance is not perfect or entirely indicative of future results, but it's a hint. Why haven't they bought this thing yet? Stock is getting destroyed today. We have our high, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low. So clear downtrend, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an equal or opposite force, right? Lower highs, flat bottom. Looks like it's probably going to go to 0. We going to Billy Bob's fourth. Kind of sketchy how they had a 60-minute episode yesterday with the Facebook whistleblower. Then today they had their outage. That is interesting. Yeah, hopefully the phone networks don't go out. Yeah. Yeah, problem with using RSIs, it doesn't take effect if there are other news catalysts smashing the price action to the downside. There's a lot of factors at play. But when there's many variables that are constant, I think that the RSI is good. And it's just more so just how much clutter do you want on your charts. I don't think having an RSI necessarily hurts you. Like, I don't think it hurts unless it's hindering you from reading the raw data. That's all. Facebook issue appears to be DNS related. It's always DNS. You know, what is DNS again? It sounds familiar. No problem, Jordan. No problem. I'm here to help. Yeah, it's only one indicator of many. At the end of the day, using technical analysis, supplement with whatever indicator you like, and keeping an eye on what's going on is going to tell a better story. Yep. Yeah, like you guys are a lot more aware over the past few months of what's going on with the market, and just like, you know, things that are happening, things that are schmoving. Domain name service. Okay. Maps IP addresses to name services. Ooh. Domain server name. Address book of the internet. So that's how you put the database in there. But man, hey, welcome Joseph Newhall. Animal Chemi. Sheeb Army comes on in. What's the ticker symbol for Shiba coin? I'm actually curious on what the chart looks like. Does anybody know? Is it Sheeb? Is it still a pump and dumping? So Dogecoin got as high as 23 cents, pulled back. What's Sheeb up to? Sheeb USD? Shiba Inu? I'll do Coinbase. Does this look right? Is this the one, or is this not the one? Sheeb USD? We killed 0 today. Boy, is this the next one? The next Dogecoin? Whatever's the latest one is probably the worst one. So, and that's just an opinion. I don't know anything about Shiba Coin. On Coinbase Pro, okay. Need to go to Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro. Maybe it's easier to do it on this. Okay. Okay, Shiba Inu USD right here. Okay, yeah, it is. It's 0.000001. It's going off. I would very caution and be careful against this. You could use a stop though. Could take the breakout. It's up 42%. Should I do a stop order for Shiba Inu? Should I trade it? Oh, shout out to Sample Stuff over here. Enjoy some of these Roku carnage profits. Loaded 300 puts in front of 300. Oh, that's awesome. That's absolutely amazing, Sample Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. White Hats came in and said, bad Facebook, no more censoring. But yeah, are you killing it on Roku right now or what? Roku. Oh yeah, Roku. No way. Good short entry, Sample Stuff. That's awesome. Way to step in and short that thing. That's awesome. Right in front of 300. Yep. And so it's near view up. Right now at support at 293, but boy, Roku. Roku says, yeah, time to drop. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. There's Amazon new lows of the day. Watch out. The evil sellers are coming. Or they're just regular sellers. You got gold kind of flopping around. How low can SPY go end of week? That's a great question. So SPY can go to 0 by the end of the week. It's not likely to go to 0. So how low can it go? We should be more so the question of how likely is it to go low. SPY by the end of the week, that would be what, October 8th? Has an expected move of $9. So, and I pretty much agree with that. So option market pricing right at about the edge of the expected move. And they're saying probably about 420. 420 by the end of the week. I'd say probably something a little bit lower, a little stick save, maybe something like 418 on the SPY by Friday. That's on the downside scenario. You've got to think about the bull scenario as well. That would be at 437. That's the less likely scenario in my opinion, but it totally could be a scenario. But more likely, in my opinion, 418. Time will tell. Time will tell. We still got 20 minutes before the close. And SPY is all over the place. And I'm thinking, is this a re-entry for a Beyond short? Biggest volume candle? Spike? Yeah, no, that's bearish though. Looking at the daily. Risk to reward is to hold puts. Or am I just a jackass for not taking any profits on Beyond Meat? I took some. But put option contract goes from 233 down to 142. Yeah, it's definitely a little squeeze right there. And there's the SPY as well. Never mind, Facebook is wrote. Do you know the expected move for NVIDIA by end of week? Yeah, Sonny, you know how to do that, right? you can price the at the money option contract. So for example, right over here, $8.50. So $8.50 higher, $8.50 lower. NVIDIA hit that support level and is bouncing harshly. Look at that. Big rally on the SPY. Massive rally on the SPY. You're thinking of selling a 418 call and a 426 put on SPY? Selling a 418 call? Do you know what that looks like, right? Sample stuff? That's ridiculous. Did you word that correctly? I don't know if you did or didn't. But I'm gonna pull up SPY here real quick. Did you word that correctly? Selling a 418 strike call and then selling a 426 put. Max losses unlimited. Your max profit is $533, and that's if SPY is at 430, is between 430 and 412. That's actually pretty good. That's not bad. Look at this. Doge is a good boy. Can't even get DNS to return an address book for Facebook. Take that, suck. Farms comes out end of weeks, that might affect market too. Yeah, well said, Loop and Loop. Selling a 14 column. You know, this might not be a bad trade. Yeah. You get the thing is your risk is unlimited. So I would maybe buy one call to protect. Buy one more call on that expiration just to protect your upside. Something like the 435. Now your max loss is only $41,000 and you're going to make $476. Do you see how you cap off the leg at the top side? Just so you don't have unlimited risk. But at that point, you might as well cap off the bottom side. You might as well cap off the bottom side, which I don't know, would you want to do? Maybe. Buy a put, then you'd just be a regular iron condor. So we can construct this and maybe buy the 410. Boom. Oh, look at that. Much easier. Huh? Wouldn't you say? Max profit, $443. Max loss, $457. As long as SPY is above 418 but beneath 426, you profit. Isn't that cool? Capture that range. This is by Wednesday. Capture that range, 430 to 413. SPY still having a good rally? Looks like it is. Beyond got as high as 101.80. Nice move. That's so much risk for the reward, to be honest, Weenie. So Naomi, actually, I think it depends on which part we are talking about. But actually, this is a very high probability trade, if you ask me. And generally, those one-to-one risk to rewards, or a little bit skewed out of your favor, have a higher probability of making money in the options world, because you're inherently selling premium. This is a downside weighted wide iron condor. Downside weighted wide iron condor. But not too bad. You can close out one side or the other depending on which way we head. You could, yeah. Yeah, definitely. It would simply be to close one side or the other depending on momentum. Okay. Yeah, you totally could. I would just hold that. I think SPY is likely to be within this range by the end of the week. You would need about a 0.5% drop, which is fairly reasonable, wouldn't you say? A 0.5% drop. Depends on what you're into. Quick, someone do what Facebook is having to the IRS contents season practical. Source at Facebook, it's mail over here. All internal systems are down too. Tells me employees are communicating amongst each other by text and Outlook email. Somebody on the inside at Facebook deleted all paths to Facebook. There's no way to get to Facebook. You're thinking Facebook's going to tank after hours in pre-market, jumping on the 300? Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Be careful. If everybody, that's the problem. If everybody thinks Facebook's going to get clapped, it can rip. But you got to also think, what are the long-term impacts of this? The put options, you'd need a pretty decent drop. Facebook's expecting a $14 expected move. I'm into day trade shenanigans. Worth buying a share of Nvidia to start a new position for long term right now? The fact that it's a question means no, it's not worth it. Because I don't know if you're ready, that guy. You'll be ready when you don't have to ask other people if you need to take a position or not. What about an Amazon dip buy, Ween? Probably at 3,000. I was looking to short Amazon. You guys are really interested in the dip buy. Sure. I mean, it depends on your time horizon. Me personally, you can wait till the bottom end of the range, 3,000, something of that sort. But I still 2 runners left. Me too. I'm lightly short Shopify, Beyond Meat, lightly short mRNA. And I do have a Facebook bear call credit spread. And there's the SPY shenanigans. Back, forth, back, forth. Big consolidation pattern. Yeah, as a software engineer who has to resolve outages, I feel for my homies at Facebook. I can imagine, Moises. Yeah. Exactly. You got 10 puts at the break below 329 level on Facebook today. Made a nice 4.6K. That's awesome, Naomi. That's a good trade. I need to watch 1 or 2 stocks and trade them really well. I get distracted a lot though. There's a lot going on in the markets, you guys, and there's a lot going on in the chat as well. And finding that balance is sometimes difficult. But SPY into the close, getting clapped. Firm getting clapped into the close. Ooh. I don't feel bad for the homies who make over 500K in Facebook. That's what they get paid for. Dang, that's awesome. I hope one day I can make that much in a year. I hope all you can as well, if that's your goal. 500K, I don't think I would need that much. Romy asks, do I ever play straddle or strangle options? Romy, you must be new. You must be new. I've been options trading for a long time. Also, this is a Shiba Inu breakout right here, 0.0001. This is a greater fool theory, but this is up 44%, 45%. That's a tricky one. Maybe I could do $100, but that's, yeah. Just watch the breakout, I guess. Over 0.001. You answered my question. You answered that guy. Yeah. And that's so I can condition you. Because you are the sole decision maker. I know you're just looking for another opinion, though, on it. That's for sure. But yeah, Romy, I do sometimes do strategy strangles. I do it rarely. I actually only do it before earnings reports, and I do it very small size. So I like to do a strangle with a call vertical spread, call debit spread, and a put debit spread. And that's only if the implied volatility is lower than being priced in, because then you just profit if it goes outside the expected move in either direction. But most of the time I like to pick a direction. So most of the time I don't do strangles. I like to do different types of pair types of trading. So like sometimes I like choose my favorite stock to go long on, but then I'll short the SPY. If the market gaps down, my hope is that the strong stock that I'm bullish on barely drops and the puts pay or the downside pays. And if the market goes higher, I chose a market leader that is much stronger, and then the calls pay on that and cover the puts. That's what I like doing better. So after the morning shenanigans, you capitalize on an iron condor on Tesla for $92 profit. Too much craziness for me to hold overnight yet? That's fine, Tim L. Take your time. Congratulations. Hey, you've been killing it on those iron condors. Keep trading those. Those are what's working. The volatility in SPY is nice to scalp. I would say it was good this morning. And I mean, unless you're just buying the dips and selling the rips, this looks like crazy algorithmic trading all over the place. It's trying to whip as many people out on both sides. It could rip higher, it could rip lower. It's really kind of just all over the place though. You got 12K to your name, 500K would be a dream. Hey, I've been there, Kellerk. In fact, that was me last year. It happens. But, you know, it's interesting how there's different salaries in different areas for different people. A day at a time, exactly. Yeah, Naomi, that's amazing. Starting your account from 5K and it's at 142,000. That's a gem. The market has really treated you well, Naomi. That's amazing. You got lucky with AMC, made a nice quick 60K. There are opportunities. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm impressed. I mean, AMC, the way I traded it, I just bought it whenever I could on the up moves, but it was just a regular trading on AMC for me. I couldn't have imagined it would have squeezed that high. Congrats to the bulls that caught the squeeze. But now that the party's over, and I'm short AMC and it's cooking. Why don't you do them on FDA approvals instead of earnings? They have larger swings than earnings. Romy, it's all about implied volatility. Also, I specialize in options trading on large caps. So biotech stocks, I've never had good success with them. And so I just like to stick with the markets that make me money. Rusif, welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, gotta find the joy in everything, even if it's 32K a year. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Your ex's brother is making 150K and miserable? Oh no, why are they miserable? This is where the scam market cheats dump under support after close where people can't stop out and lose. It's just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All over the place on the SPY. Really, just all over the place. Buy, 417 call, 430 call, sell. Interesting, 418. Oh. Wide iron condor. Max loss 32. Max profit 68. Oh, welcome back, Bryce.
Hello.
How did it go?
Good. I have a Peter now. I was standing by the counter and he was on the counter and he like He stood up and put his paws over my shoulder.
Oh, that's cute.
Hello.
Hello.
Peter the baby. Okay. How's the stream? How's the market? Looks dead.
You can see the SPY over here. That's what you call killing traders right there. That formation, that chop right there. That certainly grinds up short-term traders. Peter. No.
I feel like Peter thinks that I'm his mother.
You are.
His birth mother.
You are.
Yesterday, after I took him outside, he was like rubbing up on me so much.
Was he?
And like cuddling. I think Peter likes me more than he likes you.
Okay. I don't know if I can tell the interests of a feline
I can.
newborn.
I can.
Ah.
Remember, I brought Parker into this house.
Mm-hmm.
The market's about to close.
Yes. 30 seconds to the close. SPY had a great morning drop, then did nothing all day.
But it's going slightly higher after the drop.
I don't know. I wouldn't give the bulls too much credit.
No.
I love getting we'll see though. Netflix had a good bounce off the lows. 595. Ding 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 ding. Yay!
Yay!
Hey, GG's.
Peter.
Zuckerberg dead. Yeah, Facebook having the power outages. Oh no, it shook a lot of people out. Oh no, that's so sad. Why?
No!
No.
It just...
No.
YouTube kicked you out.
Yeah, YouTube's behind. Oh wow. Netflix busted up to 605.
YouTube behind.
Hackers are crashing everything. Stay tuned. Ah.
It's the market makers.
All right, well, if you're watching the replay, know that I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Hackers are like, you next, YouTube. Be careful.
We'll
Stock
come
up.
for you.
Your internet has been brutal all day, nothing loading at all. Oh, this is the shenanigans. I wonder what Jeremiah Babe will have to say about